Well, greetings and welcome. In this video I'm gonna rank, or again with the ranking. I always get ranking and tier listing, something confused, but well, let's make a tier list of every single civilization from Age of Empires. This is completely personal and I'm gonna do this by memory, so I'm definitely gonna get a lot of things wrong here. But let's do this. I'm gonna go in alphabetical order. First of all, their minions, I'm gonna put them on A tier. A tier, let me think. A tier, B tier. Well, S tier is my favorite one, D tier is my least favorite one. I think their minions are right in the middle. I like their unique units and I like the way you play with them, with fortified churches and those moving resource carts, whatever they're called, mule carts. I think they're very unique. Both them and the Georgians are very different from the rest of the civilizations for those two reasons: the resource cart and the fortified church. But I think honestly they're a nice civilization. I like to play with them and to make a bunch of composite bowmen. It's really fun as well. So at the middle of the tier list because they're not my favorite, but they're a nice civilization. Next up is Bohemians, so yeah, S tier already. I love massing Hoffenitzes, I love massing Hussite wagons, and I love just destroying everything in front of me. That's so much fun to do with the civilization. Man, I love playing with them so much. Such a good civilization, this one. And Janziska Auto also is one of my favorite campaigns in the game. So S tier for the Bohemians. I think those are the Bohemians, right? Hey, I think those are the Bohemians. Berbers, I'm gonna put them on C tier. So they are a civilization for you to mass cavalry and just use the cavalry to their fullest advantage. Camel archers are really fun as well. They're a very strong unit, but they're not really my favorite one. Now, massing cavalry is really fun. Massing a lot of cavalry is really fun. Well, going back, I think I'm gonna change them a little bit. I'm gonna put them ahead of their minions, alright? Because I like to play with cavalry, I like to mass a lot of cavalry. But actually, you know, they're not that great. I'm gonna have C tier. I think this is more precise to how I feel towards them. There's no bonuses that come up to mind because I'm doing this by memory. I'm not looking up, but yeah, that's it. I think C tier for them. Bulgarians, man, S tier. I'm gonna put them on A tier for now. Bulgarians. So just build one castle for some trebuchets and the upgrades and the technologies, and just fill the map with crap posts everywhere, mass conics, and just destroy everything with them. Conics are such a strong unit. I love playing with the Bulgarians and with the conics and just massing conics and destroying everything. Usually the game is over before I run out of gold, and the conics really helped for me achieving that. So yeah, Bulgarians, really fun civilization. Next up we have the Burmese elephant and monk civilization. Are they the first D tier? Because elephant, I mean, I'm not that much of a monk player, alright? I'm not. Elephants like having cavalry, but slow and with a lot of health, but it's fun to tank and destroy everything. Let me think here. I would rather play with the Berbers than them, so I'm gonna put these on D tier, the first one on D tier. Not my favorite. Yeah, that's it. Burgundians. So Burgundians, they have the Costilier. Let me think about anything else from them that stands out. Flemish militia, they also have. They have charged attack, which is really fun, I guess. But other than that, I like their castles. I think their castles look nice. They're not my favorite civilization, but I'd rather play with them than to play with the Berbers, so right here. Bengalis, D tier. I think they're even worse than Burmese. I don't like Ratas. They're unique units. I really don't like that unique unit. They have really good monks. I think they have also those medical corps that I didn't just call them monks. They have really good elephants, and I think they are the civilization with medical corps, which elephants regenerate health. So in that sense, I think they're better than the Burmese. Yeah, better than the Burmese, but not my favorite one. And Devapal is a very weak campaign as well. So, The Britons. Let me think. The Britons, they are archer civilization. Of course, my mother is sending me messages right now. Let me think. Britons. How much do I like the Britons? I'd rather play as the Britons than to play as the Armenians. Would I rather play as the Britons or the Bulgarians? Messing archers is really fun, but messing conics is more fun. So Britons right behind the Bulgarians. Aztecs, well, I'm gonna be very honest, I'm not a big fan of the Mesoamerican civilizations, but I'm gonna put this ahead of the Berbers. I would rather play as the Aztecs than the Berbers. So yeah, right here. Ethiopians. Man, Ethiopians, they get resources when they go up an age. They get free pikemen. Their archers attack faster. Ah, man. I'm gonna put them at the very bottom. I don't think the Ethiopians are that much fun of a civilization, to be honest. The Shota warriors are very strong though, and I guess that's it. Alright, so I think this is the Hindustanis, this is the Gurjaras, and where is the other? Why is my mother sending me messages? 1 second. Alright, so I just answered my mother. I think it's the Gurjaras. No, this is the Hindustanis. Bengalis, Hindustanis, Gurjaras, and there's another Indian civilization. Where is it? Dravidians, this one, alright. Hindustanis. I don't remember anything from the Hindustanis. They got the Ghulam. Other than that, I honestly don't remember them at all. I really don't. I didn't play with them that much, and they're not one of my favorite civilizations. Hindustanis. I can't remember anything from them. Since I can't remember anything from them, I would still pick them up before the Bengalis, so that's it. Cumans, let me see. Cumans, they don't have walls, they can build town centers. They can build a secondary town center on feudal age, and they can build a siege workshop and rams on feudal age as well. I would rather play with the Burgundians than the Cumans. I would rather play as the Aztecs than the Cumans. I think I'm gonna move civilizations up a little bit. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this. Right here, and the Aztecs right here. Alright, right here. The Chinese! Well, the Chinese... they're this one civilization that created gunpowder and block printing, and I believe they haven't got either of those stacks. No, I think they got gunpowder. Not gunpowder, chemistry. Every single civilization in this game has chemistry, I'm pretty sure. But the Chinese, you know, they're not my favorite pick. They have a very weird start with 5 villagers, I guess to symbolize that they have a very big population. I would rather play with them than the Berbers. They're not my favorite East Asian civilization, alright? So, Celts! Wood bonus, I really like infantry, their siege is amazing. And they got the Triskel. I love the Triskel, so I'm gonna put them behind or above the Britons. Behind. Massing infantry is more fun. Massing infantry and siege is more fun than massing archers. Ooh, but the Britons got Warwolf and really good trebuchets. And they prefer trebuchets other than... Let me think. The Celts got the Wold Warrior. This is a tough choice. Which one do I prefer more? I like the wood bonus a lot. But I'd rather the Britons because there's Goths and the Goths are S tier. Ahead of the Bohemians? No, not ahead of the Bohemians. Well, the Goths, it's just mass infantry. They don't have walls. Plus 10 population in the Imperial Age. They can build huscarls of barracks. Their barracks work faster. Would I rather place the Bohemians or as the Goths? I think the Bohemians. The Goths are really good though. Gurjaras, I believe this one is. Gurjaras, they're better than the Hindustanis, I think. They're better than the Bengalis. But still, I don't think I would rather play with them than to play with it like the Berbers. So I'm gonna do this and this. Incas. I think the Incas are the best Mesoamerican civilization. They got the Slinger. They got the Kamayuk. But the Mayans are not bad, you know. They have Plumed Archer. And they have really good monks, I think. If my mind serves me right. I'm gonna put... I would rather play as the Incas than to play as the Aztecs. So right here. Franks, farm bonus is so good. Paladins are so good. Cheaper castles. I would rather play as the Franks than the Britons, than the Bulgarians. Let me think. Crepost or farm bonus? Franks. The Franks are such a good civilization. S tier? No, I think there's better cavalry civilizations than them. Magyars, man, I love the Magyars. Right here. Magyars, I love the Magyar Hussar. I love all of their Hussars, and I love the fact that you have that unique unit which you can make Magyar Hussars just by food. So if you have a really large farm economy, you can just send thousands upon thousands of Magyar Hussars. I just like the civilization a lot. They were my favorite one from the Forgotten, so yeah, really good civilization. There's the Huns, they don't need houses. The Tarkan is a sick unit, they have really good cavalry archers. But still I would prefer to play as the Britons, I think. Yeah, the Britons definitely. Right here. Look, the Georgians, the Byzantines. Why are they like this? This is so weird. It's like the same shield. I have the Romans right here. The Sicilians. I don't know, this is weird. Georgians S tier, behind or ahead of the Goths. I really like the Monaspa. I really like the defensive aspects of the Georgians. I really like civilizations that have a strong defensive play style. Which also the Byzantines right here, but behind the Georgians. Yeah, I think this is pretty much it. I like the Monaspa and I like the defensive bonuses. Although, honestly, they could have changed the keep and added the Svan Towers as like a unique building of the Georgians. That would have been very nice. I would have loved that. Yeah, the Georgians right here, I love their defensive aspect and their unique unit. The Byzantines, very defensive bonuses. They are a very good civilization to make trash units. The Cataphract is a very strong unit as well. So yeah, S tier. The Malay, I think this is the Malay. Alright, Malay, I think they are better than everything behind this point. Right here? Let me think. Malay. The Malay, they got Karen Bit Warriors, cheaper elephants, fishing bonuses, very strong navy. Right here. The Malay are a very fun civilization, I like them. The Mongols better right here. The Mongols, man, such a good civilization. Their Mangudai is also so strong, and I can't remember any other bonus from them. Their cavalry archers, I believe they attack stronger. They have a stronger attack or a faster attack. Cavalry archers attack faster, I believe. There's so many bonuses in this game, and I'm doing this by memory, so I think I'm doing well, actually. The Romans. Man, I love the Centurions, I love the Legionaries, and I love making... This is the only civilization that I make Scorpions when I'm playing. And I know there's no campaign that you play as them. I played some games against the AI as the Romans. So I'm gonna put them... I would honestly rather play with them than the Armenians. Than the Celts. The Armenians or the Celts? Right here. Yes. Persians, after their newest... After Monteroyals, I think the Persians get so much better. Let me think here. The Persians will go. They have the Savars, elephants, their castles. Let me think here. I think they are bad. I would rather play with the new Persians than the Celts. With the new Persians or the Huns. Let me think. Gunpowder, elephant. I think right here. Yay! Sicilians. Sicilians are, I think, quite underrated. Sergeants are good. You know, something that boggles me is how you can make sergeants from the dungeons, but also their castle unit is sergeant. That's so weird. But at the same time, it's the same thing with, you know, the Bulgarians and the crab posts. You know, the dungeon is a tower, so it makes sense that the sergeant is, you know, unit from the dungeon. But the crab post is like a mini castle, a very small castle. So it makes sense that you can make the conics from the crab posts. But in my mind, it doesn't make sense that you should make castles to make sergeants out of them. That doesn't make sense in my mind. It feels like they should have a secondary unique unit, like one from the dungeons and one from the castle. That's how I feel about this civilization. But I like them. Alright? I like them. I like them. So I'm gonna put them... Where? I think right here. Above the Incas, above the Aztecs. Let me think. Above the Burgundians. Yeah, right here. Japanese, man. Faster trebuchets, fishing ships, cheaper lumber camps and mines. And I think mills as well. I love the samurai. Right here, bottom of S tier, the Japanese. I love the Japanese. Definitely the civilization I played through the most, just because of Nobunaga. Yeah, but I guess that's it. The Khmer, they have... I love their farm bonus. Just build a bunch of farms at the corner of the map. They have very strong battle elephants as well, I remember correctly. If I remember correctly, they're either cheaper or they have like plus 50 health, something like that, plus 100 health. Or is that a unique unit? I think that's a unique tech. Actually. The ballista elephants aren't that great, but honestly I'd rather play with them than the humans. They have the cube checks. Yeah, I would rather play as the Khmer than the humans, so that's it. The Spanish, faster bombard ship or cannon ship. Cannon galleon. The conquistadors are really good. They have the missionaries. Ugh. Let me think. The Spanish, I'd rather play as the Spanish than the Armenians. Would I rather play as the Spanish or the Romans? Let me think. Yes. Would I rather play as the Spanish or the Celts? This is the big man choices now. Let me think. Where do you belong? I think right here, yeah. The Poles S tier, right behind who? I love their maybe top of S, A tier. I like the Obuk, it's a fun unit. The Poles also have the Winged Hussar. I love the farms and the folwarks. That's so much fun. I think this is where they stand. They have that unique tech which makes knights cheaper, knightline cheaper. I think they are better than Japanese. I would rather play with them than the Japanese, yeah. Italians. Man, the Italians, they're not bad, but also they're not great. I think right here, yeah. The Italians right in the middle. Malcolm in the middle. The Italians, they have Genoese crossbow, they have Condottiero. Can't remember any other pawns. They're not my favorite civilization, honestly. They have really good arbalests as well. But I think this is it. They're not my favorite civilization, not my go-to. Koreans, ooh man, I love turtle ships, I love their towers, I love war wagons, but I think I would rather play as the Magyars, yeah. Turks, very gold-centric civilization. You are screwed if your enemy has like paladins or a lot of cavalry and you don't have gold, because you can make only spearmen, which sucks. And I think you also can even make like skirmisher. What's the upgrade to the skirmisher? Like there's the skirmisher and the elite skirmisher. I forgot his name. Well, they upgrade to the basic skirmisher. Even that isn't present in the game. So yeah, very gold-centric civilization. I love their team. I love their music a lot. That's something about the Ethiopians. As much as I hate playing with them, I love their music team. The civilization team is amazing. The Berbers as well. I love theirs. But man, the Turks, it's hard. They depend a lot on gold. Where would I put them? I think I would rather play with them than the Aztecs and the Incas. Yeah, right here. Malians have really good infantry. The Gibetos are not that great in my opinion. They have, I think, that unique tech, which gives like 20 plus health to or hit points to light cavalry line, scout line. I guess that's it. I'd rather play with them than anything behind here. Saracens. How are the Arabians not in this game yet? I don't know. Let me think. Saracens, they have really good market. Their camos are really good. They have Mamelukes. Let me think. I think this is the civilization in which the monk heals by area, so if it's healing a single unit from a big group that is very wounded, the monk will heal every single unit a little bit from that group. I think this is a civilization that has that bonus. But let me think here. Saracens. I would rather play as Saracens than anything behind this point, yeah. Mayans, you know, they have that resources last longer deal. They have the Plumed Archer. I think maybe I was wrong previously when I said that the Incas were the best Mesoamerican civilization. I think it's the Mayans actually. Plumed Archers are really good. They had the Obsidian Arrows in the past, they don't have it anymore. I think that's it. Lithuanians, man, I love Latis, plus damage with their relics. I prefer Lithuanians than Georgians, yeah. They also have the Winged Hussar. And let me think if there's anything else, or if that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. Vietnamese, basically an anti-archers civilization. They have Rattan archers, they have imperial skirmishers. Let me see, deixa eu ver. I just spoke in Portuguese. I really like their campaign, Liloy. I think it's a fun campaign. I would rather play. They're not that great. I would rather play as Dan as the Khmer, I guess. Yeah, we'll put him right here, behind the Mayans. Portuguese, man, I love. They're gonna go right here. I love Fetorias. I love just making a bunch of Fetorias once I run out of resources, or don't even run out of resources. But the best way to play as the Portuguese is just pick an island map, harvest every single resource from your island, and then kill most of your villagers, but build a bunch of Fetorias, and then just surround your island with bombard towers. That's the most fun way to play with the civilization. And then have a big navy. That's amazing. So yeah, I love the Portuguese. And also their organ gun is fun. I like the organ gun. Then we have the Slavs. The Slavs have infantry with trample damage. Basically an infantry civilization, but they have also really good cavalry, and they have really good siege. Their farmers work faster. Let me think here. Where will I put the Slavs? They were, beside the Magyars, my two favorite civilizations from the Forgotten. So I think they're gonna go actually right here. Yeah. Dravidians, they have really good infantry. They have really good infantry, not infantry, elephant archers. They might be the best. As much as I don't like the Indian civilizations, I think they might be the best one. So I'm gonna put them right here. Vikings. Alright, I don't like the Vikings. I see the Vikings as the old Indian civilization, because no, we should actually have the Norse, the Swedes, the Danes, and maybe even the Suomi or the Finns in the game. I would love that. If the next DLC were to be announced as to be the Scandinavian DLC, and the Vikings to be split into these 4 civilizations, that would be perfect. I would love that so much, you have no idea. Just completely no idea how much I would love that. So, yeah, that's a dream. But the Vikings by themselves, they have a wheelbarrow. Wheelbarrow, what's the next up? Wheel cart or cart, mule cart, whatever, the next upgrade, you know, from the next technology from the Castle Age. At your town center for free. You have, I think, faster working villagers. The Huskarls, they regenerate health, and you also have access to the longboat, which is a great unit. So the Vikings, although I don't like them, their concept, I think they're one of the greatest civilizations in this game. So right here, Teutons. Yes, they have really amazing infantry. Let me think. Teutonic Knights are crazy, more resistance to conversion. But you're very screwed if you play against a civilization that has ranged units, or units that ignore armor, like the Lithuanians or the Dravidians. So let me see. I will put them right here in front of the Romans. And the Tatars. Alright, the Tatars, they have Kashyyyks, they have sent for the flaming camels. The Kashyyyks generate gold when they attack. Let me see. I think the Tatars, they will go like right here, because they have cavalry and the Incas don't have cavalry. Well, basically that's my tier list. I'm not gonna change much than this. So yeah, maybe this is a bad idea to go by memory and not look at the bonus of every single civilization. Now of course some of them I have better memorized, like the Georgians, like the Huns, the Britons, the Celts, the Slavs, the Japanese, because I played a lot with this civilization. And they stopped to read about their bonuses, and the Vikings and such. Some of these civilizations I don't remember at all, like the Bengalis or the Hindustanis. I don't remember at all of them, but they're not my favorite ones, so I don't really tend to play with them. The three ones that I think are really amazing, the Bohemians, Lithuanians, and Poles, they are all from my favorite DLC. So you see the patterns, you know, my favorite DLC had these three civilizations. My favorite campaigns are the ones you play as these three civilizations, and my three favorite civilizations are these ones, basically. So this is my tier list, completely personal. Leave in the comments what you think about my tier list. How would you place these civilizations in the different tier lists and such? So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you watched it up to this point, it's 34 minutes in recording, but probably when I edit this I will cut a lot down. So that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Until the next one.